Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honor to the elder apostles of great millstone who rule well in teaching us 100% truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children who also makes up the innumerable, the elect. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. The title of this video is the northern and southern tribe are still held captive here in America. As you can see, the title up here of this video says they want to bring slaves. And so we're gonna get right into this. It's fair use, not for monetary gain, but for educational purposes only. Fair use.
We have a problem in this country of our agricultural production has depended on workers who are in some ways not fully free.
Como los esclavos en antes, pero no le están haciendo como los esclavos, pero entre ellos mismos están haciendo lo mismo.
In recent years, a massive scheme to traffic and exploit vulnerable workers has taken shape in the U.S.
Estábamos viviendo cerca de 200 personas ahí en esos cuartos. Prácticamente tienen tu vida como secuestrada, no sé, se siente uno así.
Corporations are bringing in hundreds of thousands of temporary workers who have few rights and little recourse when their employers break the law.
And this is the legal pathway to working in the United States.
So how did we end up with a system like this?
The Republican Party, and let's be honest, parts of the Democratic Party are captured by these corporate agricultural interests. No other industry would get away with this.
What we discovered on a trip to Washington State and California revealed how a visa for workers who are trying to play by the book became a legal loophole for corporations to perpetrate some of the worst types of labor abuses. And how companies are not only getting away with this, but are quietly scheming to make it even worse.
Desde pequeño soñaba yo con venir a Estados Unidos. Soy ciudadano americano. Todos mis hijos nacidos en este lindo estado de Sunnyside, Washington.
Sunnyside is an agricultural town in eastern Washington. Farm workers from Mexico started moving here after World War II. Generations later, families like Crisanto Serranos are the bedrock of the agricultural workforce. Crisantos worked on farms here for the past 40 years, at least until last summer.
Fui en enero de este año para meter la aplicación para ver si me podían llamar a trabajar y pues mi aplicación fue anulada, no me hablaron, no me solicitaron.
Crisanto lost his job at a mushroom farm, but not because the company didn't have enough work.
Y he salido a buscar trabajos y no he podido encontrar. Pero ahorita, si vas a ranchos, tienen puro contratado.
The contracted workers Crisanto is talking about are migrant workers who are brought to the U.S. on temporary work permits known as H-2A visas.
For the first many years of the program, it really wasn't used very much.
But in just the past decade, it's more than tripled in size. The H-2A program is supposed to be a legal way for workers to come to the U.S. But what happens in practice is very different.
Their employer essentially owns and controls their immigration status, which means their ability to be in the United States and to work and earn money. That has led to many cases of forced labor and human trafficking and serious abuses of H-2A workers.
But workers who speak out can face tremendous risk.
So you see how this devil, how he operates. You know, he start off as saying, here's a good program that's going to help out the migrants to come over here and work and also get their visa at the same time, but they use that against them to enforce them into slavery. Because, you know, we're here in America, we're still in captivity. This is Hosea chapter 9, verse 13. It says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer, right? Because that's what the northern tribe has done. They came to America to seek a better place to live, to start all over again, to make money for their families, send back home to their poor families that, you know, where they left in the South America from, you know, thinking that they're going to come here and live and work hard and just live a glorious life in America. But they came here actually to the murderer, because the majority of Israel is here in Americas, and this place is going to burn. So you coming here to actually, if you're not part of the elect, you're going to die in America, man, on that lake of fire. You see? So yeah, this is what this devil do, man. This is you came to the slaughterer. You came to America, known as Babylon the Great, the whore, the fucking bitch that ride on the back of the beast. That's like the kingdom of the Edomites, man. America is in control of the whole world. The Edomites, man. This whole evil shit comes out of here. Spiritual Babylon, spiritual Rome, spiritual Egypt. You see? Let's get Jeremiah chapter 50. And let's go to 33. It says, thus says Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And that's why you saw the title of that said, we are slaves here in America, because we are. We're held here in America being captives together, meaning the southern tribe and the northern tribe. The southern tribe is tribe of Judah, Benjamin and Levi, and the northern tribe is Ephraim, and the rest of the 10 tribes. Right? We're here oppressed here in America together. You know, the bulk of the Israelites are here in America. And this is important because when even though the North, the so-called Mexicans and the North American Indians, they was here before Esau came. This was their land. And it's so ironic that they have to come and apply for visas just to come back to a land where they actually was from. You know, this fucking devil making them come in as visitors and apply to stay here. You know. But this is Isaiah 31:1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very, very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. Right, because, the southern tribe is guilty as hell too, but the northern tribe is very much so trusting this fucking devil, man. You're voting and thinking that Trump is going to come and, oh yeah, we're going to open this program up that's going to allow y'all to come in and work, and it's going to help you get your visas. Now that same system that you trusted Trump into providing you with is holding you slavery, man. And this is what you're starting to see, that they're using the northern tribe that's here already in America, born citizens, against the ones that are coming in as migrants. Because now they're using the migrants to push out the northern tribe that was here working on them farms. They at odds with each other now. Because of what? Because this fucking devil, man, and his lies, man, the wine that he makes, which is his laws that he come up with. He always breaks them. He always breaks them. It's always used against the Israelites, against us. But it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Well, you gotta stop going to this fucking white man. Understand that the so-called white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. He was born wicked. Psalms 58, verse 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. This is who this devil is. The Lord made him that way from the rip. You can't change the so-called white man. You can't change the Edomites, man. They're going to lie. They're going to sell you something that sounds so good to be true, and it's not going to be true, just so that you can fall for their ways, man, as far as their legislation, and they change up on you. This is Proverbs 4 and verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Right. That's what these devils do, man. They can't even sleep until they perform what they want to do, which is mischief. Can you imagine some shit like that? Their sleep is taken away unless they actually make Jake fall or come up with some type of legislation that's going to cause Jake to die or to fall. You understand? Like, that's wickedness, man. That's pure wickedness, that they can't even sleep until they wake up and do it. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. So, yeah, also he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as death cannot be satisfied. Right. You know, everything that everything he writes down as laws, as his legislation, he's gonna lie about, man. You know, he's a proud man. He neither keepeth at home. Right. This is not even his land. This land belongs to the tribe of Gad, you know, Reuben and Issachar. You know, they're over here claiming their land and forcing them into this slavery, man, along with the southern tribe. You know, who enlarges his desire as hell. Right. The grave. Like, the grave is never filled. The scripture said the grave is never filled. No, that's hell. The grave is never filled. And that's how much his desire to just want and want. And as his death cannot be satisfied, he'll never be satisfied. No matter if they get all the migrants over here to work for free and have them as captivities again, they still will never be satisfied. That's why the Lord said he have to come and destroy this fucking place, man. He have to. He got to come destroy this place, because if not, even the very elect won't be saved, man. This is how this fucking devil is, man. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's what Esau does, man. That's what he wants. That's all he does. That's all he know to do. You know? So with that, I hope you was edified. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Makar HaKadosh. Double on again to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Hope you was edified. Shalom. Abba.